Hey everyone, Grayson the Bard here, and welcome back to day 23 of the hunt today, and oh, today was a good day. I absolutely love Soulseer Mizutsune. I think I say this for most deviants, except for yesterday. But Soulseer Mizutsune might be my favorite of the deviants I fought so far. It is so cool. I had the second level of the quest unlocked in my save file, so at some point I fought this thing back when I played Generations Ultimates, back in like 2019, 2020. But I do not remember fighting it at all. I don't remember anything about it, so you're essentially getting my first real fight with it here. And yeah, as you can tell by the length of this video, he whooped my ass real bad. But I loved every second of this fight. It does the deviant thing so well, where it takes what's already really cool about a monster and amplifies it up to 11. I already really like Mizutsune. Mizutsune is one of my top monsters for sure, and Soulseer just amplifies that. So the deviant thing about Soulseer Mizutsune is that it got blinded in a fight and therefore has to rely on its bubbles in order to tell where its enemies are, and then for whatever reason it can turn its bubbles into fireballs. I don't get why. Maybe it's like a progenitor to Violet Mizutsune, who knows. But the thing that I really appreciate about how they designed this fight, well, one thing, you come across it first and it is asleep. It is just resting in the middle of this arena with its bubbles floating around it, kind of acting as like sensors. So you can either wake it up the normal way by straight up hitting it, or if you accidentally run into a bubble or a bubble connects with you, it wakes up immediately and flies into a rage. And for most of the fight, if you are able to avoid touching bubbles, it will be, just kind of a slightly faster, more aggressive Mizutsune that'll have a few more cool moves. It'll try and use the bubbles a lot more, like offensively and defensively, to find where you're at. But the second one of those bubbles collides with you and it goes rage mode, the fight gets so incredibly intense. The Mizutsune is relentless, and that's when it can use the fireball bubbles that do a lot of damage, send you flying. It is real intense. Most of the Monster Hunter cycle is kind of that dance between playing hyper fast and aggressive when the monster is not enraged, and then when it's enraged, kind of playing on the back foot a little bit, being more defensive. This fight really teaches you to do that, but also the thing I like about it is that you kind of get to control that dance. You can really focus on trying to avoid the bubbles when Soulseer is not enraged, and that can make the fight a lot easier. But that also means you may not be able to capitalize on as many openings. But yeah, I still want to keep this ramble short, but I love this fight. I really think this is dope. And I know that Apex Mizutsune takes a lot from Soulseer in Monster Hunter Rise, but for whatever reason, I never had this same, oh, this is cool reaction to Apex Mizutsune as I do to Soulseer. I'm going to keep what I've been saying, that deviants are not going to come back for a long time, but if we get one, I want it to be Soulseer. So, 0 out of 10 for wilds, 1 out of 10 for returning in the future. That's going to be repeated for pretty much all the deviants I do. But on my own personal scale of wanting it to come back, 10 out of 10. 100 out of 100, as high as numbers can go out of 10. I love this thing so much. This is a little bit of a longer hunt, so I tried to cut more out of it where I could, especially the part where I realized about halfway through that this is a capture quest and I did not bring any traps. So there's a lot of running around that gets cut in this, and then kind of at the end I make a mistake where I try to wait for it to go to sleep and end up messing that up pretty badly. So this quest almost ended in disaster. Take a look, check it out, stick around to the end so you can see just how bad I am at fighting this thing for the first time. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, don't if you don't, and until next time, I'll see y'all next time.